Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield. I'm the Get Fit Guy, and today's episode is part 2 of a special episode series on how to get your body to recover far more quickly between workouts. We're going to delve into fringe techniques that go way above and beyond the acupuncture that you learned about in last week's episode. So today I'm going to give you some more recovery techniques that I personally use. So let's fly through these, shall we? Let's start with stem cell therapy. Now, stem cell is a potent recovery method that flies under the radar. You want to reserve traditional injectable stem cell therapy as a last-ditch effort to, say, avoid a hip or a knee replacement or to fix a joint before trading in running or lifting or cycling for something like foosball. But stem cells do have incredible healing properties since they can be transformed into neurons, muscle, and several different types of connective tissue, and this allows for rapid joint regeneration. In the United States, companies like Resite Therapeutics and Regenix are on the cutting edge of developing injectable stem cell treatments to do everything from regrowing spinal cords to eradicating cartilage pain. And if the idea of using stem cells doesn't jibe with your ethics, you'll be surprised to learn that stem cells can be harvested from sources other than human embryos, like body fat and bone marrow. And there's clinics like the Institute of Regenerative Medicine and Orthopedics in places like Tampa, Florida, that will inject completely non-embryonic stem cells into injury sites that you need to heal fast, or to permanently fix chronic aches and pains. And in fact, at this point, you do have to head over to Europe or Asia if you want to be injected with stem cells from actual embryos. But there are plenty of other options. Now, next is cryotherapy. Cryo is a recovery method that I use nearly every day in the form of morning and evening cold showers and soaks in a bathtub or a river. And I tell you about many of the advantages of cold thermogenesis in my episode called 3 Chilling Benefits of Cold Exercise. And if you go to quickanddirtytips.com and you click on the show notes for this episode, episode number 337, you can access that article and all the other resources that I talk about in today's show. Now, the benefits of all these different forms of cryotherapy include an enhanced immune system, increased cell longevity, decreased level of inflammatory molecules and cytokines, and of course, an incredible tolerance for running outdoors and doing snow angels in your underwear. Next comes prolotherapy, and prolo fits into the same category as stem cell therapy. It's something to consider when you need to bring out the big guns because a joint or a muscle injury just won't go away. You can think of prolo as spot welding for an ache or a pain. It's the precise injection of a solution into areas where tendons and ligaments attach to bone or into places where cartilage is worn or damaged. When a prolotherapy solution, which can be anything from dextrose, which is basically glorified sugar water, to glycerin or lidocaine or even cod liver oil extract, is injected, it creates this localized inflammatory response that stimulates your body's own repair mechanisms to heal the damaged tissue. Now, the inflammation from something like prolotherapy can lead to the creation of collagen, the protein that makes up ligaments and tendons and cartilage, and this causes targeted repair to occur at the exact site of an injury and can be especially useful in areas of poor blood flow, like cartilage or ligaments. Now, next is vibration, and whole body vibration therapy involves standing or moving on a vibration platform, and that's been shown to generate this hormonal, immune system, and anti-inflammatory response that can speed recovery. Now, there is an element of friction when you're standing on a vibration platform, so you need to be careful in the early stages of healing for any ankle or knee or hip injury that might be irritated by the rubbing of ligaments on bone from friction. This would be something like IT band friction syndrome in your knee. But in the later stages of healing, and for any injured body part not bothered by vibration, a simple vibration platform can be a handy investment in training or recovery tool to keep in your home gym or your garage or your office. And you can just stand on it for a few minutes in the morning or the evening or implement it into your actual workout routine. Now, alternatively, there are also fantastic handheld vibration devices out there like the MyoBuddy and the Theragun, both of which can achieve similar effects but in a more targeted manner for specific body parts. They're handheld, they vibrate, and you just put them over the areas that hurt or that are sore. Now, next is compression, and studies have shown that when you wear compression gear during a hard workout, your performance in subsequent workouts may improve, possibly because of the increased blood flow from compression that helps restore your muscle glycogen levels and clear metabolic waste. Now, when you wear compression gear, you may also have less muscle damage from tissues bouncing up and down while you exercise. And if you sleep or rest or travel wearing compression gear, you'll find that the improved support and blood flow leave you far less stiff and sore. So not only do I wear compression socks or tights while I'm working at my standing workstation, but I'll sleep in compression gear after really tough workout days. And nearly every day after I finish up my emails and my writing, I'll wear these special kind of gradated compression boots called Normatec boots, which combine pulsing and combine gradients and combine what's called distal release to actually milk blood up and down your legs or your arms when you wear them. They're a very, very potent method to get exposed to a cool form of compression. Now, next are magnets, and there's a little bit of a lack of research on the therapeutic use of magnets to help in reducing pain or in speeding recovery, but the theory is that magnets can increase blood flow, change the migration of calcium ions, alter pH balance, and have a positive effect on hormone production and enzyme activity. For example, if a magnetic field is strong enough to attract or repel ions like sodium and chloride in the blood, these ions may eventually encounter the walls of the blood vessels, move more rapidly, and cause an increase in tissue temperature or an increase in blood flow. And there are companies like Niken and MagnaPower and Body Glove that make thin, light, and flexible magnets that you can wear around your body or easily apply with adhesive and wear while you're sleeping or exercising or moving. Now, next is kinesio tape. And if you've ever been to an Ironman event or watched the Olympics or been to a CrossFit workout, you may have noticed brightly colored strips of tape on athletes' shoulders or hips or knees or lower legs. And manufacturers of these tapes, like Rock Tape or Spider Tech, will claim that unlike a traditional athletic tape, kinesio tape can increase fluid drainage by creating special channels in the skin and alter joint movement through the elastic tension applied to the tape. It supposedly lifts skin away from the muscle, which is supposed to increase blood flow and lymph drainage. Now, I've seen little quality evidence to support the use of kinesio tape, other types of traditional taping in the management or prevention of injuries, but one advantage of this tape is that it's more flexible, it's easier to apply, and a lot of people really do swear by it for at least overriding some pain sensations. So it's definitely worth a try. Now, there are a host of other recovery tips that I'm going to include in the article that accompanies this audio, including electrical muscle stimulation for enhancing blood flow, cold laser in the form of low-level laser therapy to lower levels of pain-producing chemicals like prostaglandins and interleukin, far infrared therapy for increasing growth hormone, raising white blood cell count, and enhancing immunity, and also heating tissue and increasing blood flow to injured or recovering muscles. Pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, which can direct a series of magnetic pulses through injured tissue and stimulate cellular repair by upregulating a special tissue repair protein called heat shock protein, which increases the uptake of oxygen and nutrients into tissue. And finally, inversion, which has been shown to assist with lymphatic fluid circulation, back pain, blood flow and circulation, and spinal or hip misalignment from high-impact workouts, along with lengthening the spine and mobilizing the hips. Now, more information on all these other recovery modalities I'm definitely going to include over in the show notes. And you can access those by simply going to quickanddirtytips.com. And when you go to quickanddirtytips.com, you want to look for the show notes for this episode number 337. And while this may seem like a dizzying array of ways you can recover, you can definitely start simple. For example, after your next workout, try one of the simplest recovery techniques that you've just discovered in this series, inversion. After cooling down from a workout, lay on your back, feet up against a wall for about 5 minutes. Not only will you activate your rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system, but you'll also recover far faster as blood and metabolic byproducts make their way out of your legs. Now, to join the conversation and access plenty more tips, I'd recommend that you head over to facebook.com/getfitguy, where we always have great discussions going on. And until next time, I'm Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.